Hey guys, so if you're tuning into this video, you're looking to get some information on how I am an authority figure on the things that I talk about in this channel, as well as a little bit of my journey here and what it means to me. So let's get started. I grew up in Florida. That's where I got most of my education and upbringing and some of my real world experience outside of Florida. Being someone that comes from a background that values education very strongly, it was just innate in me to, propel myself in academics as far as schooling is concerned and training as well. And when I look back at a lot of my achievements in different things, I find commonalities in what is said, how people treat me, the response that I get when I do certain things, and how I go after my goals. And a lot of that is part of my gift that has helped me throughout my journey. And it is a reason why I'm so passionate about the things that I talk about. Um, and it's how I am going to help other people that have been in a similar situation that I have been in the past, and how I've overcome it, and how I continue to sustain my mental wealth, and how I inspire others to do that as well. Some of the things that I like to talk about in mindset mastery is knowing where you come from so you'll always know where you're going. And one of the paths that I happen to take is by immersing myself in an education and training that enhanced what was already there culturally, spiritually, all that jazz. Of course, I had to go through different things in order to get to the mentality that I have now, of course, but that was always the goal. That was always what I was striving for, even when I didn't know how I was going to piece the pieces together. And a part of that puzzle is utilizing your tools that can help you get to the next level. And when I say tools, I mean you really have to know yourself to the point to know what sets you off, what nuances, what makes you get up and go, what doesn't make you get up and go. You have to know things about yourself that are so in tune with what's going on around you that you're able to predict and navigate. For example, I happen to be a person that uses gratitude a lot, and I talk about a lot of positive affirmations that help me. It may not be for everyone, but it helps me. So I do it. And a part of that tool set is using my greeting cards, which I have accumulated over years and years, and this isn't even a dent in what I have. But I use these to help me when I have a misstep, when the worldly things tend to infiltrate inside without me wanting it to. And when that happens, because we are in a physical world, there are a lot of things that are out of our control. So we have to learn a way that will sustain ourselves. And this is uniquely to us. One thing about it, the way we feel about things, it makes our body react in a certain way. That's why a lot of people say, oh, stress kills, because it does. When your body is reacting to a certain stimuli that is not, that's foreign to it, basically, or that is causing harm, that's going to start to manifest physically. So of course, you would need something to combat that, right? And these are the type of things that you have to know about yourself, what works for you and what's going to help you. And I mean day to day, because our day to day, our moment to moment leads to those bigger pictures, the bigger element, the bigger scheme of it all. But we need day to day things, day to day actions, day to day thoughts, day to day beliefs that helps us get to that bigger picture. So why am I here? As a counselor by profession and an entrepreneur, it was important that I realized that my gifts have to be given to the masses. It has to be given away so much that it becomes so huge that it can't be ignored. The truth of the matter is, the things that I talk about on this channel are needed. It's not something that gets a lot of views, it's not something that gets a lot of likes, but it's needed. It's one of those things. So, yeah, I realized that the systematic approach to counseling is just not for me. I've been in private practice, nonprofits, worked with some of the greats in the profession, and I loved every part of it. However, I know that um, the calling that I have is going to be presented in a different way. So I'm here and I'm building a community here. And there's a lot of people who need to hear this information, and it needs to be widespread. And we're going to do it. We're going to do it here, and we're going to make it happen.